Greetings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another reaction on this here Mystelics Reacts channel. And of course, big up all the Mystelics family. You've definitely tuned into the other vibrations. I appreciate you guys. And of course, the new indie videos out there have tuned in to see what's up on this here channel. Welcome to you guys as well. Hand clap goes out to you guys. Of course, don't forget to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below, because what? I am leaving my thoughts and comments here on video. So leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. Also, don't forget to watch the full video in its entirety, because if you miss the certain parts, you know, you will just not get the whole system, brothers and sisters. There's a reason why we tend to do these videos in the way that we tend to do. So watch the full video in its entirety. And of course, don't forget to do what, brothers and sisters, click the thumbs up button, click it to help push this video further and further. And don't forget to do what? Subscribe and turn on that post notification, inadvertently become a part of the Mystelics family. And of course, be notified when I drop my videos right there and there, brothers and sisters. I appreciate you guys doing that. Anyways, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, I saw this very video. It's very interesting, brothers and sisters. And you might be saying, you're seeing this wonderful looking person, what on earth does this have to do with anything that is relating to us? Not true. Now, it's important when you look at the rest of the world, brothers and sisters, and certain things that are happening outside, you then try to relate it back to inside of the very country. And this is why this video is there, brothers and sisters. Take a listen.
Did Tanzania's president just pull the oldest trick in the business playbook? True intentions always reveal themselves when the stakes get real. Elections are coming in October 2025, and suddenly opposition leaders are getting arrested, party members disappearing, some turning up dead with acid burns.
Then people taking it to the extreme just for them to maintain power.
April 2025, Hassan's government disqualified the main opposition party. The excuse, they didn't sign a code of conduct document, but their leader was charged with treason 3 days before the deadline.
That is something.
Convenience? Constitutional reform that she championed, suddenly there's insufficient time. Local elections in November 2024, her party won 99% of seats in a democracy. Think about that.
Think about that, brothers and sisters. Very interesting. I mean, we're talking about Tanzania and what is happening outside in certain parts of the world, Africa more specifically. But relating that back to Dominica, brothers and sisters, can you not say that this is the same sentiment that we are seeing? How so, Mystelics? How on earth can you say these things? Are they targeting the opposition? I don't know. You tell me. Were they targeting Lennox Linton as opposition? I don't know. You guys tell me, brothers and sisters. But today, we have a new opposition leader, and that of which they, of course, try to create chaos. And it seems like there's a level of semblance or a level of unison coming in when it comes down to the opposition side. And as a result of that, they don't like it. Who is they, brothers and sisters? The government. Doesn't it the government seem to be targeting the very opposition leader? And it's not just it's very interesting to notice, brothers and sisters, on the merit that other people have been noticing this as well. Let's take a listen.
When you're here in Thompson, you never told me that the Prime Minister is in full panic mode. We want it. You understand that? The PN is in panic mode, full panic mode. Thompson have him running, boy. So let's see Clarence and Mr. Mills defend that one. All the way to the bank. Take care, bro.
It's interesting that he's talking about this right there, brothers and sisters, realizing that the Prime Minister is indeed in panic mode. Because, of course, we have an economist, a PhD economist, who is vying for Prime Minister to help the economy of Dominica. At present, Dominica does not have any sort of ideology that is relating to economic advantage for the people or even for the country so that the people can benefit. Nothing of that sort. Tell me I lie. Anybody out there? Labor rights. I know some of you guys watching. Some of you guys get brave enough to put comments. No problem. Tell me I lie here, brothers and sisters. And if I lie, tell me the economic advantage Dominica has today. Anybody out there, just tell me. you know I know how bad Dominica has fallen, because when the Prime Minister himself indicates to his people that if not CBI in a country that has vast resources combined together than all the rest of the small Caribbean islands that are doing much better than Dominica, and he tells you if not CBI, what else? That should tell you something. Now, it's very interesting why this individual is saying that the Prime Minister seems to be running scared, and we can understand why. That is, but then we understand there's something happening based on this article right there. United Workers Party leader and economist economist, doctor, PhD holder in economy, brothers and sisters, Dr. Thomson Fontaine says he's being targeted. Remember what the video that we just saw a while ago? It's happening where individuals in positions of power are targeting the oppositions because they do not want to be overthrown. So they make up stories that when they make up stories and they realize the people is not following the thing, what they tend to do, they target the opposition and they try their best to either imprison them or to even take them out, as indicated by the woman a while ago, that some opposition leaders end up disappearing. That's why Thompson have to be mindful and watch himself when it comes into that sentiment right there. But of course, United Workers Party leader, economist Dr. Thomson Fontaine say he's being targeted by certain unethical elements within the DLP, Dominica Labour Party government, describing his experience as political persecution, brothers and sisters. Remember a while ago, they actually had a meeting with, I think you guys should definitely check out Siri Exposing, because the March 19 protesters have gone to court for the second time, and it seems like they are not ready yet. So they have postponed it yet again. So it's very interesting what is going on, brothers and sisters. Like I indicated to you guys a long time ago, that this thing is all about killing time. It's all about killing time. I think she mentioned it earlier in the video.
Did Tanzania's president just pull the oldest trick in the business playbook? True intentions always reveal themselves when the stakes get real. Elections are coming in October 2025 and suddenly opposition leaders are getting arrested, party members disappearing.
Remember back in the day they were arresting opposition leaders and individuals who opposed the government? Remember that? It seems like that playbook has gone out the window, so they try their best to see what they can do.
I'm telling you.
There's something that pop up in my mind. Let me just see if
with acid burns. April 2025, Hassan's government disqualified the main opposition party. The excuse, they didn't sign a code of conduct document, but their leader was charged with treason 3 days before the deadline. Convenient.
This is where it's coming in right there.
Constitutional reform that she championed, suddenly there's insufficient time.
Interesting stuff, brothers and sisters. Kind of reminds of the electoral reform since 2019. They studied electoral. Up to now, we don't have it yet. Up to now, we don't have it yet, brothers and sisters. They're making, quote unquote, they say they're making strides, but we haven't seen it visibly in front of us yet. And of course, a number of persons have been indicating, you know, he's running scared. No, best of this thing that we've seen right there, brothers and sisters. That is what we've seen right there. This is why it has been indicated that the Prime Minister is running scared, because there were a number of persons in cross Dominica have been asking, what is the plan of the opposition? What is it? What is it? What is it? Obviously, I had some meetings and some individuals know, because I did the podcast with the opposition leader himself, you know, on the merit of certain things that he tried to do, especially when it comes into job creation, which is needed in Dominica. With all the resources that we have, it's alarming that Dominica doesn't have jobs for the entire Caribbean. It's alarming, brothers and sisters. But anyways, so apparently, according to this, as you can see right there, this is the economic plan of Dr. Thomson Fontaine. Of course, this is broken down into several other points, but of 10 main points when it comes into that sentiment right there. Now, remember, brothers and sisters, I was saying that SKERRIT seems to be MIA. Missing in action, brothers and sisters. He's nowhere to be seen. He's sending people who have no competence, like Melissa. Look at it. Melissa, you send Melissa to tell the people a little bit more about cannabis industry. Melissa SKERRIT, gravitating outward. Boy, that is something else. Anyways, you have Melissa, and then you have Vince, who was ambassador of Dominica, did absolutely nothing. When he was ambassador, he was also, what do you call it, that power rep in Senjo, did absolutely nothing from my understanding, brothers and sisters. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yet still, he was the one who was sent to go in the 49th heads of government thing that they had the other day in Jamaica. Very interesting time, brothers and sisters. So where was the Prime Minister? And a number of persons are saying Prime Minister in Europe. There was people in my comments saying in Europe, making a joke about it. But I could say maybe the Prime Minister was probably trying to gather information on what they can do when it comes on to the economies of Dominica. On the merit that he is probably trying to link up with a number of persons under the watchful eye of me and Motley. I don't know, brothers and sisters. I'm just saying. And then inadvertently link it up with certain people to then strategize what they can do to then further maintain power. And as a result of that, they are now come back into Dominica and they are targeting the opposition leader. I don't know, brothers and sisters. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Or what do I know? Not true. But of course, it's based off this thing. And of course, people were asking about the plans. And 10 planned people that actually help Dominica right there. I make it bigger for you guys to see. Anyways, let's continue right here. So Thompson has been indicated that he has been targeted. I mean, it's not anything, you know, crazy to wish. I mean, they actually had a court matter that was actually thrown out. Was it thrown out or this was dismissed? And they tried to appeal it. Brothers and sisters, remember what you saw from the lady a while ago. She's talking about the people in ruling parties always trying to target the opposition. Instead of you guys saying, hey guys, we have done so well for Dominica. We have done so well for Tanzania. We have done so well for these places. Look at Burkina Faso, brothers and sisters. They are doing things right now. Burkina Faso is making a helicopter now. But there's a whole other story right there, brothers and sisters, who sell. And anyways, brothers and sisters. So they instead of they saying that they have done well for the country, they are targeting the opposition. Not in merit of what they have done that can be merited, you know, brothers and sisters. They are going after the opposition because they are their competition. They're not saying, hey, I've done well for the country. I've done elevated a number of persons. Jobs have been created. People are able to build their own house. Independency is striving because the economy is doing well. None of that. No, they are targeting the opposition. To the point where now the opposition is coming out to indicate to the individuals out there, stating this.
They have brought in a high-powered senior counsel from Trinidad and Tobago. So
this is Thomson Fontaine speaking. By the way, let me read it. United Works Party leader and economist Dr. Fontaine, Thomson Fontaine, says he's been targeted by certain unethical elements within the government, describing his experience as political persecution. He cited charges brought against him, namely riotous and tumultuous behavior and unlawful assembly, stemming from his involvement in protests held on March 19, 2025. They're trying their best to cook up something. What else can be used? No, that is the closest thing, you know. Killing time, brothers and sisters. Dr. Thomson Fontaine, who made his first court appearance on July 10th, 2025. I think that's the same thing we're talking about right there. That's why I tell you guys to check out Syria Exposing, because Syria Exposing actually did 2 videos in that regard. Of course, Dr. Thompson disclosed that the matter has been adjourned. Again, I just said that, adjourned. It just postponed yet again, brothers and sisters, to September 11th, 2025. So this will be the third meet, the third one right there, brothers and sisters. The first one, they indicated that what was happening, that there was no representative, no attorney representative for the state. No representative for the state. So the state was unprepared. I think they claim unpreparedness, but they were killing time. So they adjourned it. Then July 10th, it happened again, brothers and sisters. Nothing was happening. So then they postponed it now to September 11th now. So it's just killing time. Brothers and sisters, by the time, you know, a year passed, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 8 years in the case of Dr. Thomson Fontaine, Dr. Thomson Fontaine, Lennox Linton, and Mr. Edison James right there. 8 years passed on the situation that took place in 2017, I think. Doomsday, they call it. They cut through that nonsense out and say that doesn't make sense. Anyways, they appeal it and, you know, so forth and so forth. Anyways, let's listen to Thompson on that merit right there.
The cost of Dominica continues to accumulate. The cost of me continues to accumulate because I have to pay more every time I go to court. I pay for the high court, pay for the low court, now pay for the low court. It's a cost, not only to the public of Dominica, but it's a high additional cost for me as well, you know, and all for simply standing up, all for simply picking truth to power and, you know, asking government to give us a good reform. That was all that was about.
Though before you continue right there, SKERRIT is, remember, they have to use their money to defend themselves. The government then is using whose money? Whose money you think the government using? Huh? The government using their money from the paycheck to do that? Whose money you think they're doing that? Brothers and sisters, the highway corruption that is taking place is crazy, man. How the government can use the people's money to go after people in the community that are trying to defend their right that is enshrined by the very Constitution. Imagine that. You don't imagine it yet? Okay.
The Constitution continue. It has to understand because the ruling from the High Court was clear that you automatically believe even the language of whichever any magistrate looking at this as the High Court thought that was malicious, that had nothing to do, just that it was all simply because you were in opposition, you thought that would have been communicated to the magistrate, but for some reason if you took as well, that's up to him.
Unless the magistrate is getting a little money somewhere. It's not too far-fetched. These situations happen in the United States. Even Kamala was one of them. Kamala was one of the individuals jailing black and brown people for marijuana violations. Jailing them. And then extending their time further. And then black people will tell me that this was their best candidate, and then they voted for the very people oppressing them. And we see the same thing in Dominica. The very people are utilizing your money to go after opposition. To utilize your money going after opposition. And you're wondering, but wait, why we don't have things in the country? Why don't we have better medical care? One of the things that hurt me the greatest when it comes on to the healthcare was Portsmouth. When Portsmouth call itself a smart hospital, and you think that the reason why they call themselves smart hospitals because they have better technology to take care of the people. No, they call themselves smart hospitals solely because they have motion sensor lights that can go on and off when people move, or the AC can go down and adapt to temperatures that of which normal ACs tend to do. Or that they have solar on top their thing, calling it a smart. Who you fooling with this rubbish? People still cannot make operations in Portsmouth, but they call it a smart hospital. People can hardly make operation in Roseville. Hardly. When this situation happened in Logos Hope, brothers and sisters, talking about Logos Hope, it was brought to my attention not too long ago, brothers and sisters, that the individual, the Logos Hope employee who got shot, was shot by the police, brothers and sisters. A stray bullet, yes, they were chasing some individual and apparently happened to fire. They probably couldn't run because they're belly big and so forth, They cannot run properly. So they want to stop the person that's running faster than them and end up pelleting the Logos Hope employee. I myself thought, hey, but maybe that's... I myself thought the police checking, okay, the situation happened to an individual from the Logos Hope foreigner, come down, and this happened. So I thought that they cared enough to represent the people. I literally stated that, brothers and sisters, they cared enough. So they went to provide some sort of, to facilitate the man's wife to bring him hospital every day and so forth, and they came to apologize on behalf of the people, trying to make a good thing. I never knew or realized that it was the very police that shot the man. That's crazy. Stray bullet, wherever stray bullet or bad aim, he probably doesn't do target practice, but it's the police that do that. Thank God there was a doctor on the boat that could actually help the man. By the way, let me show you what I'm talking about. This guy I'm talking about right there. That guy, that same guy you see on the ground, was pelleted in his backside, brothers and sisters. Did the operation and so forth, and he was discharged on the Sunday, and then the Monday Logos Hope left. That is what I'm talking about right there. The police did this. Anyways, I kind of sidetrack myself. But you understand the sentiment that is going on. Let's continue when it comes on to Dr. Thompson Fontaine right there.
Ruling from the High Court. So, again, it's a process, it continues, it is still not over, and I should have to engage the services of a lawyer to do that. So there's more cost. Now, the prosecution, I understand, they have appealed the case as well. So they have an appeal in that case. So it continues, and we wonder why the government of Dominica is continuing to spend all of these millions of dollars to prosecute the opposition at a time when there's no money to buy a garbage truck, there's no money to put on.
Gasa! Tune in tomorrow. Somebody sent me a video of Fonkoli. As Thompson mentioned, there's no money to buy garbage trucks. People were laughing, people picking up garbage in some kind of truck that's not garbage truck. But hey, what kind of time we living in this place, man? What kind of time are we living in? It's interesting. when we cannot even buy proper garbage truck, yet still they know to get money for people in Trinidad to go and prosecute people for disobeying the constitutional right that was reminded, or that should be reminded to them, that the people have. They go in for some. It's all about brothers and sisters trying to victimize or trying to lessen people. Just like the other day when THOMSON brought out the 10 pillars, the 10 pillars. You know, SKERRIT was trying to discredit that. And any economist or anybody with sense will realize that these things actually make sense to develop the country. Which means that the very people who think that these things don't make sense or they cannot understand because they don't have the mental capacity. That's why I agree with THOMSON Fontaine on that. SKERRIT probably has no idea how to understand what he's saying. Simple logic, basic logic would tell you that these things make absolute sense if implemented correctly. We know what is happening in Dominica, brothers and sisters. Look at the economy. I mean, God. Or you don't even need to read, brothers and sisters. You can feel it. You can feel that the economy of Dominica is not doing well. Prices skyrocketed. I remember back in the day, they had Dutch lady, as I was talking to a family member. Dutch lady was what, $18, $18, $20. Dutch lady, the big tin. The big tin now is what is $50, $60. If it is that little. Right now, I think somebody told me it was $80 somewhere. They saw it. And that's the economy we live in Dominica. Now they are trying to persecute somebody, trying to help Dominica. Persecute somebody for what reason? Because they do not want to lose power. Just like we heard the girl say, and the lady speaking a while ago. They're just trying to maintain power, brothers and sisters. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
Supplies in the rehab center, no money to supplies in the rehab center and the hospital. You know, you wonder about the behavior of this government and if they can really be serious about leadership in this country.
And they talk about leadership is everything. SKERRIT them talk about leadership is everything. But that is a true thing, you know. Leadership can be everything on the people that you are leading. Not necessarily benefit of the people that you are leading. Or it could be. Those who are supposed to benefit, which are the citizens, are not necessarily benefiting, but those under his watch who are the power reps imposed upon the people, who are doing absolutely nothing for the people, are benefiting, and as a result, they are quiet. They are quiet, brothers and sisters. We have very few, little to no proper representation when it comes on to the people of Dominica. The people that are benefiting are the very power reps. Kind of like how you have corrupt police officers, brothers and sisters. You think if the corrupt police officers wasn't getting a little extra money on the side, they would be corrupt? Sometimes the question is asked, what price do you have to pay to get certain people? What price does the Mr. Speaker of the House had to pay? That is a question right there. What price did Lauren Barnes have to pay? The price did SKERRIT have to pay to turn his backs on the Dominican people. For what cause? For a few dollars? A few billions? I don't know. That's a good question, ain't it? Anyways, let's continue, brothers and sisters. Based on what Dr. THOMSON Fontaine orders are echoing the same sentiment. This is from Facebook. I think I saw this right there. Dominicans cannot find jobs. No. Which jobs Dominican finding, brothers? Name the jobs that Dominicans can find. Huh? Name it. And it's one thing when you find a job to actually create salaries, brothers and sisters, people work in government authority. This is one of the reasons why back in the day, the government did not want Clay Harbor to pay people in US dollars, you know. Because they knew for a fact that the people working in government would leave the government jobs and go and work in Clay Harbor to take blues from American people because they're making US dollars. Take all sorts of crossword from the phone. Sir, can I help you? Hold your mother. You know your mother. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry that you're angry and so forth. I did the training in Clay Harbor, so I know the kind of sentiment. I was on the floor. Ross called me, thank God, but I did the training in Clay Harbor to understand the sentiment right there. Are jobs being created in Dominica, brothers and sisters? Are jobs? I spoke to a laborer the other day and he was talking about the airport. I said, how much Dominicans working in the airport? You yourself don't know? Say 20, 30. I say, let's say 100. I say 100 Dominicans, not 100 Dominicans working there. He say 20, 30. I say, let's say 100 people working there. What does that mean when it comes down to job creation? When you have jobs that left like Ross University and Clay Harbor and all these jobs that had 400, 500, 600 employees, you happy? We create, why is it name again? Kepinski? You happy or Ross? It will replace Ross. Ted Calbas. Oh yes, pick a job that providing 1,000 probably plus employees across Dominica to work, what, 10, 20 people in Kempinski? And they even bringing people from overseas to go and work, thus taking more jobs away from the Dominican people. Dominicans cannot get good health care. We just talk about that. Healthcare treatment, brothers and sisters. The other day, man was complaining that the hospital are paracetamol. Paracetamol. Yes, what you good with? I just talk about the smart hospital. Smart hospital, dumb like whatever. Dominicans still not seeing what they're working for in Dominica. No. The Prime Minister seen that they're not making much, you know. When the Prime Minister have to come and tell you, was it last year? That you should try on your best and save $200. Don't use everything. Don't go and buy expensive fridge. Don't buy, go and use ice box. Go back in the olden days. Not so that you tell it. His supporters, you tell that. Talk about healthcare when SKERRIT say he can send his family members and these people overseas for better medical attention. What about you? Dominicans cannot get good healthcare treatment. My God, are you? Oh boy, tell you boy. Dominicans still not seeing what they're working for. No, this year, SKERRIT telling people to save $55. $55. 5 plus 5. You know how much $5 you have to save to get $55? 11, brothers and sisters. Can you imagine saving $5 every month? Just so at the end of the 11th month, you can have $55. Ay. Oh, it will make me cry there today. Dominicans still working for low minimum wage. Brothers and sisters, we just spoke about that sentiment. Look at this. What does the future look like? I actually posted this yesterday in Dominica in the reaction. 54% of households earn less. Brothers and sisters, they earn less. 54% earns less than 1,500 EC dollars. 96%, sorry. 96% of Dominicans making less than 2,500 EC dollars, 1,000 more than this. 96%, only 4% making more than 2,500 EC dollars a month. 4%. And you expect wealth creation to be created. Don't you think this is poverty that is being created? And on top of this 1,500 brothers and sisters, with all the rising prices, Dominicans, both laborites and workersites and freedomites, and it are freedomites again, and all the others, we don't know what they're doing, but they are, they say. Brothers and sisters, with all the rising prices, your salary, 54% of households earn less. That's not the individual, you know, brothers and sisters. 96% of individuals, but 54% of households earn less than $1,500. As I think of that, I remember a particular partner who was making about $475. That was back in the day. Probably making probably $600 now. Who knows? But it was him and his sister. The rent in a thing for $400. He makes that amount, so he has $275. His sister pays the rest. In total, that the salary I think was about $1,100 and something dollars in total for two of them, the brother and sister. And they found the place they could get for $400 rent. Can you imagine? That doesn't. After 25 years of the same government, people don't seem to understand. Dominica still working for low minimum wage after 25 years. Back to that same 25 years. Dominica still have to struggle. It's STILL, brothers and sisters. Dominica still have to struggle to buy basic needs in what? Groceries. Go stress shops, yes. Not grocery shopping, you know, brothers and sisters. The go stress shops, man. Because sometimes when you have a little coin, you chicken, boy, that's what I have remaining. That's what I have remaining. Hey, that's what I have remaining, boy. Dominicans still cannot have a social life in their own country, true. Some man just leaving to see if they can see and make a thing for them to go and drink rum. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters. I just got a call right there. But on the merit of this, Dominicans hardly have a social life where people can go to the park and take a walk. I passing the park the other day, the park empty. When I was growing up as a little boy, brothers and sisters, passing the park every single day, it had people in the park. Out there relaxing, playing cricket, running up and down, playing hoop, all these kind of things. That's if people to their children today don't even probably know why it's hoop. They don't know why it's hoop, brothers and sisters. They don't know these things. All they know is probably try and go by a bush or something, you know. It's crazy. Don't have a social life in their own country. But they see the prime minister on boats and yachts that they claim they don't own. Everything I mentioned there is a fact that is happening in Dominica. And Dominicans still have SKERRIT sitting there as the prime minister for all these years, making them broke and more broke and broke again, brothers and sisters. But you know, even with the persecution that they're trying to have on Dr. THOMSON FONTAINE, they're still out there, brothers and sisters, trying to educate the people. Educate the people. There'll be a town hall meeting in Bruce, July 24th, in about 8 days, brothers and sisters. Around 7 p.m. Obviously, I think they will be online as well. So those who cannot make it to the town hall meeting, they can definitely watch it online. You'll definitely be talking about these 10 pillars vibrations right there. It is unfortunate what is happening. But when will Dominicans wake up and see? There are still people that think that I am somehow. Brothers and sisters, I wouldn't mind if whatever SKERRIT them doing and they help in the economy. I wouldn't mind that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I will still make my little noise here and there, but at least I know they'll be helping the people. Because as a classic liberal, main aim is to see the elevation of the people. That is our main aim. The elevation of the people have the ability because the government finds the markets for the people and then say, hey, look, we have found the markets for you guys. This is stuff that you can probably do. None of that is happening. Instead, what the government is doing, some of the parents are doing, they're making competition for the very citizens. They're making high money, getting high salaries. Then they're making competition for the very farmers in other business places. So they can get more money on top of their high salaries that they get in. When they're supposed to be doing things for the people. Brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Of course, I would appreciate if you click the thumbs up button as well. And of course, those are my thoughts, guys. Like I indicated before, what are your thoughts? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment box below right there. It's about Mystelics once again. Be real. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that. And of course, subscribe for more vibrations. Be real, brothers and sisters. Salute the king always. Thanks so much for watching. Be positive.